today we're going to talk about finding your mojo, or figuring out a way to get back into the exercise routine, or getting started with an exercise routine. There's lots of different ways to look at this topic depending on where you are in your life and in your exercise journey. So I just wanted to share with you what happened to me and where I am now as it relates to fitness. So a lot of you already know that Labor Day weekend I decided to take a tumble off of a ladder, and I fractured 3 ribs in the process. Not fun. I don't even like ladders, to tell you the truth. Don't like to be on them, so I'm always super careful when I'm on them. Was trying to step from the ladder to the vanity area and somehow misjudged how far the distance was and took my eye off the ball and took a tumble because I missed the vanity. I stepped and there was nothing to step on. So down I went, hit my midsection on the vanity, and that is what caused the fracture of my ribs. So I'm a fitness professional. I exercise every day, and on top of that I teach classes. I don't even count classes as part of my workout because I'm usually teaching and not giving 100%. So all of that to say, I lead a pretty active lifestyle. So when the doctor told me that I would be out of work for 4 weeks, I about died, because not only did that mean I was out of work for 4 weeks, but it also meant that there would be no exercise for 4 weeks. So total lifestyle change for me. Obviously, the first couple of weeks I didn't feel like exercising at all. I was pretty much confined to my back. Couldn't even prop myself up to see the TV. I either had to just turn my head to the side or just listen. So it was definitely a humbling experience. So now I'm about 2 months in, and a lot of people have told me that it takes a really long time for ribs to heal. So even though medically I might be cleared for exercise, I'm still getting a lot of discomfort with my ribs when I am exercising. So I've had to take it very slow. So right now I'm in a very frustrating place because I'm allowed to exercise, but I can't do what I would normally do. So when your brain wants to give 100%, but your body can only give 50%, it's very frustrating. Now let me back up the boat a little bit, because I know there are times when, maybe my brain only wants to give 50%, and then it's really hard to even get motivated to go to the gym. My body might be 100%, but my brain isn't 100%. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today, because I'm having a really hard time with it because I'm still having to hold back a little. So I started realizing that all of the people who don't like exercise, and I'm going to talk about that too in a second, but all of the people who don't like exercise, their brain is never into it 100%, right? They're having to talk themselves into exercising every single day. And how frustrating can that be? I can now say that I know it must be the most frustrating thing to talk yourself in to going to exercise, because that's kind of where I'm at. I've almost got myself in this vicious cycle of my brain is ready to go, so I get my body there, but my body isn't ready to go, so then I just want to leave and go home because I can't do what I want to do. And my training tells me otherwise. It's a process. You have to start slow, and you have to give yourself kudos for the things that you can do. So I am here today to ask you to hold me accountable to getting back into the groove, or to finding my mojo, or to getting motivated to get back into my exercise program. And I want to invite all of you who maybe have never embarked on an exercise program, or quit for some reason, I don't know, maybe you got a new job and it discourages you because you can't find the time to work out anymore. Maybe you had a baby, so your whole life has changed, and you're 6 months down the road and you still haven't figured out a way to get exercise into your schedule. Maybe you went on vacation and it was really nice to kick back and not have to exercise at all. And so now you're like, hey, I like this lifestyle of not having to exercise, but in the long run, you know that it's really not good for you. So no matter what your situation is, if you are having a hard time getting motivated to exercise or would like to start an exercise program, I'm going to invite you to start exercising with me. I'm going to give you some goals to meet each week. We're going to do this together for the next, let's say, 2 to 4 weeks. I definitely can commit for 2. I think the more busy I start to get and the more I start to get back into my real life schedule, it might be a little harder for me to do some of these video posts, but I know for the next 2 weeks I can definitely commit to doing some video posts for you, and I think that I might even like it and start being able to do it all the time. But let's say for the next 2 to 4 weeks, I'd like for you to start exercising with me. I need for you to report in, let me know what you're doing, either by commenting in the section below or by commenting on future videos. You can find me on HS Fitness on Facebook, where I will most likely be posting some live videos in the next 2 to 4 weeks. You can also find me on Facebook at Heather DeVita Simpson. All right. So kind of jumping back for a second, because I'm a fitness professional, most people assume that I like to exercise. I don't know if I actually like to exercise. I know you might find that as strange. Fitting exercise in is just as challenging for me as it is for everybody else. I have to put it on my calendar just like I schedule in a doctor's appointment or a personal training session with a client. I can't just leave my exercise to chance. I have to every week sit down and say, okay, on Monday I'm going to exercise at 5 p.m. On Tuesday I'm going to be able to get it in at 10 a.m. So I have to schedule it in just like everybody else. It is so much easier to just blow it off, and believe you me, that would give me like 5 hours extra a week, if not more, because I'm not having to worry about showering before I go back to work or meal prep for that workout, lots of things. So yeah, not so sure that I like planning in exercise or taking the time to do it. The actual exercise part, I would say that I love, with a big heart, cardio, because I can put on my headphones and zone out. I don't have to think about anything. If I'm jogging or walking on the treadmill, it's just one foot in front of the other, right? If I'm on the rowing machine, just one stroke after another. Riding the bike, just make the pedals go. Nothing that I even have to think about. I can zone out. I can watch TV if I'm in the gym. Resistance training, another story. Super good for me, super good for all of us because it revs up our metabolism. Having higher muscle mass helps us to burn more calories at rest than not. But resistance training, not only does it take some forethought, I have to plan out my workout, but I actually have to work hard and I have to challenge myself. I can't just go over there and lift some weights and be done. I have to be honest with myself and say, that really wasn't hard enough. I need to lift heavier weights. Really easy to kind of just coast through a resistance training workout, but if I want the results from it, I have to work hard. So I don't like that either. I'd rather just get on the treadmill and go, and when the timer goes off, I'm done. What do I like about exercise, you might say? Well, I like how I feel when I'm done. I like the good feelings that it gives me because I accomplished what I set out to do for the day. I like the happy endorphins that it generates, so I'm usually in a better mood when I'm done working out. And I also like the results it gives me. Obviously, there are some physical results that we can all see, but I also like the things that you can't see, like lowered blood pressure. It helps to lower my cholesterol. It helps to lower my triglycerides. So I like all of those invisible things that it does for my health so that I can lead a more active lifestyle and have a better quality of life for the long run. So I do exercise because I know that it's good for me. And that's what I let motivate me each day when I see that appointment with myself to go to the gym, I see, okay, 5 p.m. Monday, gotta go exercise. And in my head, I'm thinking, man, I'd so much rather stay home and start getting dinner ready. But then I think to myself, yeah, and how are you gonna feel at the end of the week when your pants are feeling a little snug? Or how are you gonna feel later when the doctor tells you your blood pressure is up? No, I don't like any of that. So I'm gonna keep exercising because I know that it is gonna help me be more healthy in the long run. So that's what I let motivate me. So for all of you out there that don't like to exercise and you're thinking, I'm not joining you on this challenge, I'm telling you, not very many of us actually like exercise. We like the results that it gives us. So grab onto that and use it to help get you through this next 2 weeks, because I really need you to join me so that we can all get this exercise train going. So I think I shared everything that I wanted to share, except what our goal is going to be for the next couple of weeks. So listen, again, I'm a fitness professional. You're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to keep up with you. Yes, you are. I didn't exercise for 6 weeks. I just started teaching classes last week. I was about to die. I'm like trying not to heave ho in the microwave like Darth Vader, because I didn't want to scare all of my participants away. But I'm telling you, it killed me. I just started the 2nd week back today, and I can still tell that I am so out of shape, it is ridiculous. So for this week, I am setting a goal for myself, and I would like for you to join me. I am looking to do 100 minutes of cardiovascular activity, and we've got all week, right? So in 7 days, we're looking to do 100 minutes of cardiovascular activity. I don't care if you break that down into 20 minutes 5 days a week, or if you want to make it like 15 minutes. I can't do math that fast. So if you want to break it down into 2 10-minute segments 5 times a week, if you want to do something 7 days a week, just do the math, right? Divide 100 by however many days you want to work out, and that's your goal. Easy. Cardiovascular activity can be walking. I'm not thinking any of us are going to be jogging because we're just getting started. Bike riding, a rowing machine, an elliptical trainer, swimming, right? It's whatever speaks to you. Make it something that you can somewhat enjoy so that you'll stick with it. Ultimately, I'm thinking we're talking about walking, bike riding, right? Because elliptical training and rowing can be a little challenging when we're first getting started. Walking in the water. If you have access to a pool, water walking is phenomenal. So whatever you feel will not discourage you, right? So pick the easiest thing that you can think of. Give me 100 minutes in the next 7 days, and then I'm going to check back in with you to see how you're doing. Okay? So if you have any questions, please comment below. I will try my best to answer them in a timely manner. This is for everybody, right? So if you haven't been exercising, this is your chance to get started with me virtually. If you were exercising, but somehow something got in the way and you've just had a really hard time recommitting to your exercise plan, here you go. You, me, right now, the next 2 to 4 weeks, we're getting an exercise plan going. Sound good? Awesome. I look forward to seeing you next week.